Hi guys, welcome back to the Jake Vlog channel. Of course, yesterday Spurs beat Newcastle 3 goals to 1. And in today's video, I'm just going to be saying a few things that we learned from that game. It was a massive victory yesterday against Newcastle. I know we're not really challenging for like Champions League or anything. Of course, our focus right now is just like Europa League. But another major focus for, especially the fans, is just to make sure we finish above Arsenal. And to be fair to Arsenal, they did beat Liverpool last night, which I don't think anyone saw that coming. So it's still on between Spurs and Arsenal. Who do you think will finish above each other? Fingers crossed, of course, Spurs do. We pretty much need to win our last 2 games because Arsenal have some quite easy games as well. But yeah, it was a nice win. 3 points, 3 goals. Son getting in within the goals once again. Harry Kane back on the score sheet once again. He's now got over 200 club career goals, which is, of course, amazing. Brilliant striker. And yeah, so without further ado, let's get into some things we learned from last night's game. The first thing we learned, or should I say, I could definitely tell, and this has been a recurring thing actually since the restart, is, of course, with Jose Mourinho, it's like we find it a lot easier, and we're actually able to see out games now. Like Everton, it was a cagey, not very good 1-0 win. The last 5 minutes, we were just not taking any risks, just taking it to the corners. And I think with Poch or in the past, we would have just gone for another goal. So I think that is something that Jose Mourinho is trying to implement and has done already very, very well. Of course, last night we were holding on, we defended quite well. Of course, when it was 2-1, and then we just caught them on the break and made it 3-1. So I think we can definitely see that Jose Mourinho has made this Tottenham team a little bit easier to just to like relax and not be as nervous at the back as we may have been in the past. And yeah, 1-0 Spurs obviously against Everton a few weeks ago. We held out for 80 minutes. So yeah, massive respect, of course, to the team for that. But I think the team are definitely getting better at holding out a lead and just staying out, doing nothing stupid. And once again, we did that last night. Even when we did make it 3-1, we did keep it very, very compact. And that is something from a Spurs fan we've always wanted. We've always wanted to just see out games because we've had enough of conceding in the last minute, etc. So yeah, that is something that Jose Mourinho and the team have definitely improved. The second thing that I think all Spurs fans learned last night is our determination to get back into the game when we go behind. We've seen it quite a few times already, just since the restart, of course. Sheffield United, of course, I know the goal didn't stand like a minute or something after Sheffield United made it 1-0. We went down the other end, and Harry Kane had the ball in the back of the net, but it was disallowed for VAR. But once again, we got a goal back straight away. When was the other game? Arsenal. Of course, Lacazette scored a brilliant goal, and then before you know it, Kolasinac makes a mistake and 1-1. So I feel, and of course yesterday, a slight mistake by Serge Aurier, but not going to go into him too much, of course, because I know he would have been through a lot this week. When Newcastle equalised, about 2 minutes later, Harry Kane headed one home, and we were 2-1 up. So there's definitely something going on with the players' determination to get back into the game. Because Spurs in the past, when we go 1-0 down, or we can see we tend to just capitulate sometimes. So it is very good, and it is very, very clear. It's very, very clear that the team actually have proper determination to always get back into the game, and that has definitely been proven since the restart. And the last thing I noticed, or we should say we learned from yesterday's win over Newcastle, is that Lucas Moura's work rate is absolutely insane. always puts the opposition under pressure, always pressures them, always works really, really hard for the team against today and against Newcastle and Arsenal. He's even been tracking back as well. Like against Arsenal, he made some good defensive clearances, etc. So I feel like his work rate for the team is absolutely insane. And of course, I have to say that about Harry Kane as well. I know he didn't get on the score sheet against Arsenal, but he worked incredibly hard. So I feel like also, Kane has always been a player to work hard every single game, but Lucas Moura, especially in the last couple of games, has surprised me in the amount of times he's actually got in for a tackle or tracked back, etc. So I feel like Lucas Moura's work rate recently has been very, very impressive, and hopefully if he does start the remaining 2 games, or if he comes on the bench, hopefully he can keep that up. But there we go, that was just a few things we learned from Tottenham Hotspur's 3-1 win against Newcastle last night. Very, very good win, of course. 2 points above the Arsenal with 2 games to go. So it's getting real interesting right now. Let me know in the comment section down below your thoughts on the game last night. Drop a like, subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Come on, you Spurs.